Thanks for visiting us at itsourlocal.com. I'm Richard, or known on here as Richard H. I thought it'd be useful just to make this short video just to tell you a little bit about what the site's about and how to get the best out of it. I started itsourlocal.com because several years ago I used to do a lot of commercial travelling, and when I was staying away from home I struggled finding a bar to go and watch Sky TV and the night's football, or a decent place to eat, or even pubs that did bed and breakfast. So the idea about itsourlocal.com is it's one of these fashionable online communities, but we try to be fun and we're different. And we're different in that we're an online community for pubs and bars and all the people who go drinking and socialising there. And the general idea is that anybody can become a registered member, it's free, and all you need is a valid email address. To become a registered member, it's easy. All you do is hit the registered key and fill in the details. We'll send you a confirmation email to confirm your membership, so it's important that your email address is correct or else you won't be a confirmed member. We also ask for a mobile phone number, but it's optional. And the idea here is that when you've found bars that you go drinking in and register as a regular in that pub, the landlord's able to send you text messages, perhaps to invite you to a surprise party or something of that nature. Again, we won't pass your mobile phone number on to anybody, and if you don't want to use that feature, you don't need to. So, how to get the best out of itsourlocal.com? The easiest place to start is to scroll down the screen and look at the most recently altered venues. Now, you may or may not know that we actually launched a service in Huddersfield, and as I speak, most of the venues are actually based in Huddersfield, some in Halifax. But as time goes on, I think you'll find that we spread all over the country. So, to give you some idea of the kind of things we can look at, I'll look at the Boot and Shoe Inn. So this is the Boot and Shoes website, which lives on itsourlocal.com. Across the top there are some buttons that give us further information about perhaps the beers we drink when we get there, or whether they've got a beer garden. There might be information about bed and breakfast, function rooms, restaurant and food menus. It gives us their opening times. It also shows us a list of regulars, and these are people who are registered members who have found the Boot and Shoe and go drinking there. They've clicked the Add Me button to become associated with this pub and are now part of this pub's online community. If we like, we can click any of these members and look at their profiles, which might contain photographs, YouTube videos. It'll also show us the other bars that they go drinking in, and if we like, we can send them an instant message. However, you need to be a registered user to look at somebody's profile in depth. We also have a list of up and coming events, such as Open the Box on Friday, Quiz Night on Thursday, might be an up and coming rock band. Within each bar's website there's a list of features, and this summarises what the bar's about. We can contain information about whether they have large screen TVs and Sky Sports, whether children are welcome, and all this information is searchable. Each bar or venue also has a rogues gallery. Within the rogues gallery, any registered member or the bar's management can put photographs that they've taken from within the venue, and this very much gives a flavour to what that bar's about. We can click on any of the photographs, look at them in detail, and from there we can get an idea of what we're going to get and the people who are drinking there. One of the other great things about a bar's rogues gallery is that you can take pictures on your mobile phone of things happening in a bar and text them forward to us, and we'll automatically put them in that venue's rogues gallery. The only thing you need to remember is to text forward the venue code. In this case, for the Boot and Shoe, it's HAE. Most venues on the site have some posters which are on the wall with their site's venue code. I mentioned earlier that people can become associated with bars that they're drinking by becoming a regular. So we can look at somebody's profile. This chap, Weller fella, is a friend of mine, but it's not Paul Weller. He's got one or two photographs and he's got one or two videos. But as well as drinking at the Boot and Shoe, he also drinks at a bar called Irvy's Wine Bar. So we can click and take a look. Again, we have opening times and regulars galleries, a list of functions, and a rogues gallery. But this trendy cafe wine bar also does food. So we could take a look at his menus and get an idea of the kind of thing that we can eat when we get there. Once you've found the basics of how to use it'sourlocal.com, you might want to become a bit more adventurous and do some advanced searching. Once we've hit the search button, we've got 4 quick searches: pubs in my area, things to do, food in an area, or we've also got an advanced search key. If I hit the advanced search key and type in HD for Huddersfield, we could click a combination of things. It could be bars with wireless internet and bar food. So we could go out and have a business lunch. And these are all the places currently on the service we can do both. Once we've found where we might want to go, again we can look at their food menus and get an idea of what we can eat when we get there. Or we might want to search Huddersfield again for Sky Sports, large screen TV, even haunted venues. Brilliant. Let's take a look at one or two of our registered users who are currently online. This is 10 Foot Love Length. I'd like to say he was a friend of mine, but I daren't. He's got 1 or 2 videos on his profile. We can send him a private message if we like. We might have seen him out and about in a bar. Or we can look at the bars he goes drinking at. See who their regulars are. Look at the photographs. And send her a private message. Once you're a registered member, we get a few extra buttons to make life easy. And I live in Home Firth, which is HD9, so I've got some default buttons, and I can very quickly see exactly what's going on around Home Firth today. These buttons default to your last search. So there's steak nights, there's free pool, there's quiz nights, there's a live band, lots of events that you probably weren't aware of. So please take some time, enjoy yourself, look at our members, look at the pubs on here, and please become a member yourself. You can see far more and start enjoying in some of the fun. Oh, by the way, click some advertisers as well, that makes them happy. Thanks very much.